Where are you going?
Too close.
Are we starting now or no?
Yep. Ready?
He wants to say something to you.
We're streaming.
Okay. Okay. Give us just a few, George. Where'd the other video go?
Let's hold it.
Well, hi.
Oh, welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah.
I am Corey Pratt.
I'm Chris Ruck.
And this is Craving Cars Live.
Saturday. I was going to say Wednesday. I don't know.
This is Saturday. This is Saturday. We're at the O'Reilly's World of Wheels at the Kansas City Convention Center.
Yes.
Live here. We've got some wonderful guests coming up here real soon. And yeah, it's just been a good show. Saturday's the bigger day.
Yep.
For sure. If you missed our live broadcast last night, well, hopefully you're on today.
Yep, and we did.
So.
We did Load In Wednesday. Thursday was kind of a you do your own thing,
Yep.
and then Friday we did kind of a behind the scenes, smaller version of what we're doing today. And today is the show.
This is it. This is the most crowded,
Yeah.
the hardest day to film.
Yep, and we have a lot of guests going to join us,
Yep.
including a lot of our sponsors, a lot of our car clubs we deal with, and other people that we've met throughout the weekend that want to be part of.
You're
Craving
right.
Cars.
Some of them we do have to deal with.
Yep, that's right. Yeah,
Especially
some are more manageable than others.
I don't know.
That's right.
But with that said, you mentioned sponsors, so let's thank them real quick. They help make this show possible. We Are Warriors, Jason. Hopefully he's going to come on here in a little bit.
Yep.
He's wonderful. We Are Warriors Apparel.com. We got RICHLINE Motorsports.
Yep.
If you like wheels, then you like RICHLINE.
Yep. Tim from Timely Delivery Service.
Yep. Timely Delivery Service from Tim.
He's here.
And, of course, UnKCorked Wine and Spirits.
Dave should be here in a little while.
He should be.
And hopefully he brings a lot of uncorked bottles.
That'll be okay.
That'd be great. That'd be great, because we're here till 9 p.m. tonight.
He's a really, really extra good sponsor to have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we knew who to tap into. We know our style. There you go. There you go. But you know what? It's been an amazing weekend. You know what? And luckily, we work with a lot of good friends of ours, right? Whether they're sponsors or just partners, good friends, that kind of thing. So, you know what? We've got a couple here, and you want to bring them on, or you want to do something first?
I just want to mention that we do have a lot more content. So we might talk about a few of the cars and some of the people that are on, but there's footage for that stuff coming on our edited full video of the show. So this isn't the only thing we're doing here. So
that's right.
That's it. Just want to mention that one real quick.
No, yeah,
put
definitely.
That up. But yeah, let's start this up.
What do you think? What do you think? We have
there's gasoline out here. We have matches. Let her rip.
Go. No love to the car club, that's for sure. But no love car club. Stacy, Denny, KC Showdown. Thanks so much for coming on the show today.
Yeah. Very awesome. It's always awesome seeing you guys. It's good hanging out. If you guys don't know, hold on. You got him?
Yeah, we're here.
All right, there he goes.
Can you hear us? Speak it to the microphone, please.
Yeah. The whole Step up, Barry White. Yeah, go Barry White voice.
The whole intention isn't to really listen to what you have to say. No, I'm kidding. Oh, and then we got stereos playing. All right.
Yeah, of course. So the more you need to talk, just step closer to the mic.
Okay.
You know, we're in a huge environment.
There's a lot of background noise. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But if you guys don't recognize these two, we're talking KC Showdown here. Amazing shows. You do a ton of them a year. It's awesome. We've been to a lot of them, and we'll be going to more.
Yeah, and we're partners with you when it comes to that. So big shout out to you guys for doing what you do for Kansas City. Why don't you talk a little bit about it? No Love plus KC Showdown, because they are two different entities, right?
Yeah, KC Showdown's Car Show part, and No Love Car Club.
That's the family.
Yeah, that's just a group.
That's a group of us.
Yeah. And what's your plans for 2024 with KC Showdown? What's your plans there?
Just continue doing these shows that we do. Eventually, we want to do a little bit more out of town, travel a little bit more to different parts like Springfield, stuff like that.
Yeah. But still
venture out a little
represent
bit.
the Midwest area, right?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
primary what you want to do.
Yeah.
But I know you travel a lot last year. You guys did a lot of shows.
Yep.
Not only your own hosted, but ones you went to and traveled to.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
What's some of the ones you traveled to the most? What's the farthest you've gone? That was your show.
Oh,
Furthest we went to an our show.
our show, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma,
We're at in Oklahoma.
Nebraska, Oklahoma City,
Oh, okay.
Bricktown,
Yeah.
so up in there. But we're trying to venture out as much as we can. We're trying to get down to Texas for at least one show. If we can do it down there, it'd be great.
We're in Texas. You're trying to aim there. You're going to go Dallas
Southeast
area?
Texas.
Oh,
No,
okay.
south.
You're going to go all the way down like Houston? And,
By there, yeah.
okay.
Beaumont, Silsbee, down in Galveston area,
Yeah.
Southeast Texas. So
Okay.
that's awesome.
Now you, besides obviously your own shows, you like to attend other shows that when you're not running one, you go to shows.
oh yeah, we both go to a lot.
So what's the furthest you've traveled for just a show in general?
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama, Orange Beach.
Orange Beach.
Oh,
Beach
that's a good
Invasion.
place down there.
Yeah, Orange Beach Invasion. It's pretty good.
That's a good place down there.
Pretty
Better.
good. It's an awesome.
Nice. Yeah, really nice down there.
Very nice.
Spring break at the beach.
It's really nice.
It's nice and moist.
Yeah,
you
nice
go.
and moist. There you go.
Some moist. So this year with KC Showdown,
Yep.
have you ramped up more shows? Have you kind of streamlined things into shows that are hits, right?
Yeah.
Because it's always hit or miss when you do car shows, right?
Yeah, we had about 5 or 6, so
Yeah.
we're cut down to 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah, we backed
No.
them off some.
We
Okay.
backed off a little bit on
Not
them.
to saturate the market.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
else, so.
Yeah, not
Let
flooding
somebody
it
else
too
come
much.
and do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get more impact off of a single show. So
Yeah, because
That's
everybody's
awesome.
still working, so it's kind of harder for us to get everybody together.
yeah.
So the 4 shows we have right now, we're working on another night show. So that would be our 5th one.
And KC Showdown is more of a family, friends and I'll call it friends and family. Let me say that, right? But
Yeah.
but mainly it is really your family, daughters, wife, all of that.
they're
That
all
really
involved in
drive
it.
that, right?
yeah,
So,
everybody
yeah.
from both of our families are all involved.
Yeah.
It's not just you
Friends.
doing it. The wife goes doing something else. She's there with you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And your
Everybody.
kids, everybody. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
both.
and that's big. That's big. I mean, you guys brought a lot of cars for No Love,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What do you have here? What's special or unique?
I mean, we just got my car, 98 Lexus GS 400. Then my son's car, 98 Acura RL. Then everybody else in our club. you
And I
know.
heard there's a new member has a 300.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
Right.
My daughter's
There
There you go,
There
right?
you go.
She's new to the scene.
300
So,
ZX.
there you go.
This is her first show.
What year is that 300?
84.
Nice.
Yeah,
84,
and it's
yeah.
nice.
It's nice.
It's a nice
Yeah.
OEM car.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
been walking around getting ideas, and she's like, I think I want to keep it normal, just a little bit of taste to it.
Yeah.
She likes the restored cars, so
I was pretty
She's got
excited.
another one
I've
at
known
home
about the
with
car,
Pratt.
but this is the first time seeing it, so that was pretty cool.
Right.
I was pretty
Yeah, it
excited
was
about
nice to see. I love seeing the OEM cars, especially any JDM cars, because normally they're ripped apart at this point, right? Anything
Right.
over 10 years, they've been stripped and they're going a different route. So
Right.
it is good to see, and the interior on that is pretty flawless.
yeah, it is. Yeah, that was
Especially being tan, which is hard to
yeah,
hold.
really
so,
hard to keep
yeah,
that way. And
yeah.
she found it, and
Well,
we went to pick it up. Denny almost wrecked the truck looking at it, and I was like, hey, pay attention.
That's
so,
right.
yeah, it
That's
was above
right.
and beyond, and we got it home. It was like, oh, do you know what you just stepped into? So she was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I get it now.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
that-
it doesn't matter even the color of what's a hard upkeep on it. It's a 1984 car
Yeah.
Right.
with
yeah.
the original interior.
Yeah.
So that's just a
Yeah.
good feat on its own. That it's still in good shape.
Yeah,
that's,
it was,
that's
yeah.
what it is.
yeah. When we picked it up, the guy was like, "Yeah, I didn't do anything." He goes, "I just
That's
got
what
it
she
running."
wants, though. You want a car
Yeah.
that no one did anything to.
Yeah.
So you know what needs,
You know
what you can do, and you don't have to undo something that someone else maybe
That's right.
done.
Or
It's
do
just-
it the
it's
way
all there.
you want it done,
Right,
right?
from
I
the
mean,
get-go.
keep it as OEM as possible and add what you want if you wanted to go that route.
Yep.
But it's
Right.
a clean slate, a foundation to build off of, which is
Exactly. Got a clean
which is great. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to cover? I know, I mean, it's a busy day. I know you guys are busy. Anything you want to throw out there before we the next guest, but
No, just keep on paying attention to KC Showdown Promotions page.
Are you still looking for sponsors for
on
shows?
Facebook, right?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Okay.
We're always looking for sponsors. I mean,
Okay.
we need more vendors to come out there and set up.
Yep.
More than anything.
Yeah.
We just want you to come and set up. If you
Yep.
got a company that you want to promote, please get in touch with us, KC Showdown 17, gmail.com, or just call me.
Yeah.
Find my
And not to
info.
put you on the spot, but are you still looking at doing the convention center for a show?
Trying. We're trying to get
Yeah,
this
we're
place.
trying.
Okay.
We'd
Yep.
love
No,
to.
I understand. Yeah, this thing is huge. So.
Money.
Yep, there you go. It does take a lot. It does take a lot.
Maybe
well,
we can get some money from you guys. You know,
yeah.
what you're
Yeah,
paying-
yeah,
what
yeah.
you're-
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
What
Wait,
you guys are-
Let me give you Corey's credit card.
hold
Well,
on.
hold on. What you
No.
guys are paying us for this,
Interview,
Wait.
Yeah.
I got.
you know, come
You know
on,
what?
man.
I think I left my wallet in my other
Yeah, I did
pants.
too.
That's all right.
Sorry.
We'll get it from
We'll
you
get
later.
with you. We'll get with you later.
We
Hey,
already
but
did.
thanks so much for everything you guys do,
Yeah.
especially with the KC community. Your car club is amazing. You're always welcome on the show. We appreciate you guys.
Yep.
Good luck for you
That's-
this weekend with all the cars, and hopefully you guys win some trophies.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll talk
Thank
to you
you.
later.
All right,
Appreciate you.
All right. Well, that's awesome. You know, and that's the good thing about partners that we work with, right? Maybe they're not sponsors, but they're partners.
Yep.
And we do all of that to keep them involved within the Kansas City community type of deal. So, and then we have our next guest going to be the Mustang Club coming in.
Another car club that we've done a few things with.
Yep.
Yeah. Go for it. Grab your
Yeah,
headphones.
put your headset. You can put your water down over here if you'd like. Right now, what we're doing it because we're like back to back with.
Maybe we should have brought a table over.
Yeah, I know. All kinds of stuff. I'll take your water bottle and just set it down over here.
Yeah.
Is that too loud?
I'm trying to adjust my hearing aids.
Well, we have a volume knob here. We can always turn that up and down. So
Yeah, let's try
get that going.
Yeah.
Turn down.
Yeah.
Which one's his? His is.
That's good.
That better?
No, up.
Better.
That's good.
Good?
Okay.
All right. There you go. We all have different levels, and I'm going deaf myself.
So going from one club to another, and both these clubs have something that I think is, besides just being a good group of people, regardless, they got something in common.
Yep.
Some might think of a car club as you're an individual in the club, but like from my understanding from the Mustang Club that we're about to talk to and No Love, it's you're joining into a family of people. And so it's like their family kind of comes in with them and does stuff with them. It's
That's
not
right.
just one guy going in and it's just like, and there's just one other individual that's a member, another individual that's a member. It's a big family-oriented club.
Yeah. So why don't you introduce yourself, George?
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us. I know you guys have got a lot going on in your booth area, right? A
Right.
lot of classic cars from Gen 1 through whatever Gen, right?
He's got a car over there that we're going to talk
Yeah,
about here in just a
yeah,
second.
yeah.
And he
Crazy.
knows which one I'm talking about.
So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is George Stegner, and I'm the past president of the Mustang Club of Greater Kansas City. We'll top out about 200 member families this year, like we do most years. We've got cars in our club, like you said, that range from the very first and the 64.5s all the way up to late model 2024s. Every generation's represented. Every type of car is represented, from strictly stock to modified. Some guys have track cars, so some people just show their cars. We do parades. The club was founded in 1984, so we're celebrating our 40th year this year.
Awesome.
And,
Congratulations. Yeah, that's big.
It's kind of unique for some car clubs. A lot of them don't make it that long.
Yeah.
And we're real
That's the truth.
pleased that we have. And part of that is due to what you were just saying a while ago. We aren't just a car club. We become not only friends, but we become family.
That's right.
And we try to make all of our events family friendly, so that people don't have to worry about bringing out their kids or their grandkids to our cruise nights or our shows or any of our other events. We try to have about one driving event every month when the weather cooperates.
Right.
Our cruise nights start from April through October, the second Saturday of the month. and we have those at the Fuel House in Bonner Springs.
That's a good place.
Yep,
And,
been there many a times.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a great environment. It's welcome to all makes and models, cars, trucks, motorcycles. We don't care. We just want you to come out and have a good time. And our annual show is going to be May 11th at the the Olathe Advanced Technical Center. It's a trade school. It's part of the Olathe North High School.
Okay.
We're partnering with those kids. We gave them last year they were our charity, and so we gave them several scholarships. This year they're also our charity of choice. So we will be donating more money to them to help the kids pay for books and tools and whatever else they might need to pay for.
Nice, very cool. I like that.
And we're trying. People always say, "Well, how do you get the kids involved?" Well, you start early.
Yep.
There you go.
Really early and
go.
mentor.
Yeah.
You got to mentor them, right? And which is great.
We got to keep this car culture going, right?
Yeah, that's right. And so that's what we're trying to put words into action by doing that.
Good for you guys. What do you guys have going on this year? What are your major events? What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, we still have our monthly meetings every month, and we have that at Bristol Hill United Methodist Church over in County Line Road, right off Antioch, and that's on the third Sunday of the month. In February, that's our annual chili supper. So if you like chili and dessert, or just like to eat,
we love to eat. We love food.
We should probably put that on the calendar, huh?
That's right.
And in March, we'll be participating in the Snake Saturday Parade and the Brookside Parade.
Oh,
and then we typically participate in the Kansas City St. Patrick's Day Parade, which on this year is on Sunday.
So on your parades, what kind of show up do you got? How many people usually on the club end up at the parades?
At Snake Saturday,
or do they limit
we generally
you guys?
have
maybe?
about 25 cars in that parade.
Okay.
A nice turnout.
Brookside, we're generally limited to 8 or 12 because the parade organizers have certain guidelines that they have to follow.
Sure. Yep.
So,
Makes sense.
so we try to have as many cars as what they will allow.
Okay.
For the Kansas City St. Patrick's Day Parade, they're always looking for convertibles to haul the dignitaries and elected officials around. So that's kind of a special case where it's just convertibles only, and it doesn't matter what year.
Yeah.
But it is limited to the particular body type.
Okay.
So if people are interested in getting a hold of the Mustang Club, where to go?
We've got a Facebook page, Mustang Club of Greater Kansas City. It's open to the public.
Right on.
We've got a web page, and it's called www.mustangclubofgreaterkc.com. So we've got information there. And you can just Google us, Kansas City Mustang Club.
Yeah, we'll put links into our video.
And we'll pop up.
Yep. And Craving Cars is actually covered when you guys did the last national event that came in.
Yeah,
we threw a little bit of video together, and I'm going to put that video up for people to see too. Put a link down below on that one.
Our club has had a history of hosting national shows for the Mustang Club of America, all the way back to the early 90s. Now, we don't do it every year because it's a big undertaking.
Oh, for sure.
But we had a grand national here in 2017. We had another national show at 2021, and both of those were at the Overland Park Convention Center.
Yep.
So the nice part about that was you had the Sheraton Hotel right there on the property.
It's always nice when a hotel's right next to the convention
we had
center.
150 cars inside and another 300 outside.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, there was a lot of cars there.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Mustangs there, that's for sure.
And we've been requested to have another one as soon as we can put it together.
Wow, that's cool.
And the word on the street is it might be a Grand National in 2027.
Okay.
But that's not official yet.
Yeah, but you do work with the museums in Kansas City, right?
Yeah, we've had displays at the Kansas City Auto Museum down in Olathe.
Yep. We've been there quite a few times.
I've had one of my cars in that display a year or so ago for a month.
Nice.
And
well, that's awesome.
In October we generally have our cruise night. We try to support one of the breast cancer or hospice associated agencies. So we don't just support one charity in the year, although we generally have a primary charity that we support.
For sure. Yeah. And that's actually really cool. Like a lot of these kind of clubs and events that they put on is to help it's a charity thing. They're raising money. It's for them to have a good time, and they're helping to support and other people basically.
Yeah, the more members you get, the more you can help the community. That's kind of what it is, right? The driving isn't it's about the car club. It's what can the car club do as we grow members.
That's what the public needs to know. What the true automotive car community or whatever you want to call it is.
That's right.
In Kansas City, and really almost anywhere, really, for that matter.
And our next guest will help us fill that in as well.
Absolutely. Now, I got one more thing, George.
Yes.
You brought a couple cars, actually.
2 cars, yeah.
But there's one particular one for sure, and I know you got another one that's not even here that has an engine out of it, but that's okay. And I heard that's pretty pristine shape outside of the fact you're doing some stuff with the engine. Now, but you've got one, and it has a lovely couple letters of our alphabet on there, a K and an R on there.
That's right.
You want to tell people what this is, what I'm talking about
well,
here?
it's a 1968 Mustang. Well, it's a Shelby GT500 KR. And the KR stands for King of the Road. What it really means is that's when they switched over to the Cobra Jet engine as opposed to the 428 Police Interceptor. So the first part of the year it was just a GT500 with the 428 Police Interceptor, and in the last 3 or 4 months of the year, they switched engines and came up with that unique designation.
Yeah, that's crazy. It is unique.
Do you know how many of those were made?
There were 1,053 fastbacks made from April through July of 1968, and I've got one of the last ones.
Wow.
It was produced in July 21st, and it's a Acapulco Blue fastback. It has not been restored.
Yeah, so yours is an all-original KR then?
Actually, one of the previous owners had a quick respray done on it more than 40 years ago.
Okay.
It's not. It was repainted, but it's far from being restored.
Right. But I mean, you're
it's
talking
on the road to restore.
You're talking original drivetrain and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Those are the ones with the KR on them really stand out to me.
98,000 miles. It's
there
still going.
Wow. And it's been driven. It's not like it's a low mile one either.
I'll probably drive it home. I trailered it here to the show to keep it clean. But
but you got to get in and drive it.
Drive it home.
There you go. There you go. That's what it's about, right? You got to drive the damn thing.
Several years ago, it was actually snowing when I drove it home.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Well, you know what, George? We appreciate you. Thanks so much. Good luck to your club this year. Anything we can do, let us know. But we do appreciate you guys, and thanks so much for supporting Kansas City and the whole car community.
All right, great. Thank you,
guys.
All
right, thanks, buddy.
Thanks, George.
All right.
All right.
Well, you know what?
Awesome.
How about this? We're going to stay live streaming. We're going to just do a 5-minute break.
Huh?
Yeah, a 5-minute break.
Why are we doing a 5-minute?
Because I have to go to the bathroom.
We're not doing a 5-minute break.
Okay,
we're going to get our next guest
here
on.
And leak on your carpet.
You're just going to have to go to the bathroom. Our next guest gets on here.
All right, well, that's cool. Well, let's introduce him. How about that?
Let's do that.
All right, our good friend and sponsor of our show, We Are Warriors.
Lovely.
Jason is in the house. We Are Warriors Apparel. How are you doing today, my friend?
I am doing great.
How's the volume on your set? Is it good?
It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Yeah, I like cranking crap up.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Don't touch.
You got one question? You got one thing you want to ask Jason before you go to the bathroom?
No, because I've already talked to him. Jason knows his stuff.
No, get him going. We're live now. When you talked to him last, you weren't filming live.
No, but it was good. I mean, they came in from out of town. They stayed all weekend. They reached out to say, hey, where can we stay? I gave them directions on hotels around here where they walking distance because what they drove has to be locked down. So that's good. Sure. But he is traveling nationally all year. I've never seen a group that traveled as much as they do. They're like, they're getting miles out of this car.
Yeah.
He travels so much, he's probably forgot what his hometown is.
That's right. That's right.
Well, with the message and what we're trying to accomplish, that's the most efficient way is going to where the people are. You don't have to fight an algorithm. You don't have to fight any of the stuff that social media, puts constraints on. You go to where the people are, you connect with the people, and then everything grows from there.
That's right. And we're going to show, if you guys didn't see last night live, we've got more footage that's going to come on our full video of the show of Jason's booth and this kind of apparel that he has. This kind of apparel that he has. This wonderful apparel that he has. Do you need to take a break there, Chris? Okay. I'm going to step in the middle of that. Let's fill the camera up. Jason, why don't you let the people know? So we are Warriors Apparel, okay? You're strictly an apparel company, right?
Yes.
All right. I know you kind of dabbled in shoes at one time, didn't you?
Yeah, that's a really hard game to get into.
Yeah.
It's an expensive game to get into.
You're always coming out with something new, a new color, a new style, new something or other.
Yep.
But in reality, though, with someone's okay, it's apparel. That's nice. We Are Warriors. Why don't you let the people know what We Are Warriors is, how to get started, what it all means?
So we understand that everybody has some type of battle that they face every single day. I mean, it could be as simple as putting your 2 feet on the floor in the morning just to get out of bed, and then other people, it's a lot harder and darker. And we want to be that reminder that says that you are a warrior and that you have what it takes to overcome. So, I've always collected hats, t-shirts, and hoodies. And on a rally, this would have been probably 3-4 years ago, one of my really close friends that was on the rally was like, man, Jason, you know how to do so many different things. If you could focus on one thing, like you'd be a millionaire. And I always wanted to have my own apparel company.
Yeah.
And so we sat down and I worked with him. He sort of became a mentor and trying to figure out a way, how do I have an apparel company that gives back to others,
Right.
that encourages people and stuff like that. So once we came up with everything, it's just, gone from there. So.
And how long ago, what is it when you officially actually started We Are Warriors?
So we started back in 2021,
Okay.
but with the Overcome series, we actually launched that last March at this show, at the World of Wheels 2023.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So that hasn't quite been a year yet then on that one then.
Yeah.
'Cause we're a little earlier during this show
Exactly,
of this year
yeah.
this time. So I think there was some scheduling conflicts with something else, so they made it sooner, which is fine with me.
Yeah.
That just means the season kicks off a little earlier for us.
Exactly.
That's all that is about. Now yesterday though, you had something that really matched the city.
Yes.
You don't have it on today. Man, I
No.
get it. You got to swap things out a little
Yeah.
bit, right? But what would you have on yesterday?
So we have our new red and white zip-up hoodie. So our hoodies, everything I do, I use my stuff. We have a lot of people that go to the gym that use our stuff.
Yes.
So I go through and I take the stuff that I don't like of other people's things and I fix it to allow it, to function at its optimal.
Right.
So our hoodies are a lighter weight, flexible material, so they're super soft and they're super lightweight, so you can wear them longer throughout the year, not just, hey, it's -12, now I can wear my my hoodie.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and for all of our people that are on the West Coast, we have a lot of people in California, Arizona, and stuff like that wear our hoodies. It's like, sweet, you guys are going to wear hoodies. Please don't die. Wear one of the lightweight ones. And so
They are warm.
That's
yeah.
okay. At night,
I'm back, by the way.
At night it can
There
be
you go.
chilly there, so
There you go.
Yeah. So I figure if, instead of wearing a big, huge cotton fleece hoodie like here, use this. But the people that work out in our stuff, they're able to, it's flexible, it's lightweight, so it performs extremely well.
Yes.
So our new red and white hoodie, it's our first zip-up hoodie.
I like that design.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's super
And it's a
killer.
zip-up.
The Chiefs fans have got to love that design.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
And so on the back of, so when we first came out with the Overcome series, we launched with our olive tree collection, and we wanted to I tried to come up with something for the back of the hoodie, because you go get a Nike hoodie or a Puma or whatever, like you just put their logo on the back.
Yeah, there's a swoosh on the sleeve
Yeah.
or a Puma on the front or whatever.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
No messaging.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't want to just put our logo on there, because I didn't want it, like, yes, it's us, but I didn't want it to be about us. So I went through 37 different dictionary, online to find that definition. So it says overcome, and then I did it like it's pulled out of the dictionary. So it says V for verb,
Right.
and then it says defeat an enemy, prevail. And once I found that, I'm like, that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And so we started
if you
putting
guys
that.
can't see on the shirt, it is right there on the front of the shirt.
Yeah.
on this.
So we
Yeah.
started putting that on the back of our hoodies, and everybody went nuts. So now we put it underneath the bill of our hats. And our new series that we'll be launching in end of April is going to be called Unbreakable. And it'll have Unbreakable, have the definition, will say adjective, unable to be destroyed, indestructible. And then down the spine, instead of having the We Are Warriors, it's going to have real big, thick letters, Unbreakable, going down the spine.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I love the spine look that you do. It's pretty unique. Yeah, it is cool. So that's awesome. So hopefully you guys are having an amazing weekend. Hopefully you're seeing a lot of new interaction within your product line.
It's awesome. We love this show.
We are happy just to be part of from when it first started, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I think when we came on board, we were one or two choices, right?
Yep.
And now your product line is just blown up.
Yeah,
and good for you.
I think when you guys started, we only had the green.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you were trying to introduce. I'm trying to think. What was the next color? Was it the gray one?
The gray wolf.
I think you were experimenting with that color. I think because you had like I think a prototype wearing or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, when are you doing that? And then next thing you know, I'm like, how many different colors you got now?
So we've got 1, 2, 3. I think we have 3 main colors of like hoodies and everything.
Yeah.
We've got 4 or 5 different colored shirts, and we've gone
and the charity ones, right? The autism one.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got other things going on.
Yeah, you got some limited. You got kind of some limited edition type of colors or patterns or one.
Yeah, our hats. Everybody went nuts on. So we sell a crap ton of our hats. So we started doing a monthly hat drop. So we do limited edition. Once they're gone, we don't ever bring that exact same design, that same hat back.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
But like we put suede on the bills. I mean, everything is
even had the German one for the German car show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
the all green or not green, yellow, black,
flag.
red.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
it was cool.
The German flag. So we've got a lot of the shows that we'll be doing this year will be in more import shows. So we actually designed a hat. It's white suede, and then on the bottom it has a distressed rising sun flag.
Nice.
And then it has the overcome with the definition on it. And then on the side, instead of having the word overcome, it has the kanji for overcome real big.
That's cool.
And it's got the rising sun flag on the back. So
that's cool. Well, as the sound systems kick up. So what do you have coming up next? I know we're going to be teaming up this year on a few events. I know Slammedenuff in Branson's going to be a big one for us as well.
So our next show, we have a fight night in February 23rd in Tulsa. We sponsor an MMA group out of Joplin.
Yeah.
And,
that's perfect. Because all those guys want to overcome their opponents. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I know. And that's exactly what I'm going to get to, because I know he's moved away from a certain group, and now he's going into more of the ones that are overcoming something.
The message is not an automotive message.
Right.
It's a general message to anybody, really.
Exactly.
100%. Yeah.
But it's been, because I'm a car guy, we've connected with the car groups.
Yeah.
So we'll be in. So that one will be February 23rd, first weekend of March. So March, I think 2nd, we'll be in California for the Clean Culture Car Show. That's a Saturday, and then that Sunday, the next day, we'll be in California for a Slammedenuff show. The next weekend, we'll be in Florida, in Orlando, Florida, for another Clean Culture show. And then the next month, I think we've got Texas, and then the next month after that will be Atlanta, Georgia, and then we have another Florida, and we'll be in Surprise, Arizona. We've got
you're all over the place. I mean, you guys are busy. You're getting the mileage on it, and we even talk about the van.
Let's get you know what? We're gonna have to do the van.
Yeah, I know.
We're going over. We're gonna go in and out of your van on our main video that we do. Okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
But with that said, you're wow. They can really crank that, can't they? You're located in like southwestern Missouri, correct?
Yep, Joplin.
Okay, yep. And what's the furthest now you have traveled with We Are Warriors? How far? Because you've been in Arizona.
Well, we haven't been to Arizona yet.
You're going to Arizona. Oh, no, that's
we're going to Arizona. So we went all the way down to like Fort Worth, Amarillo, Texas.
Okay.
So far it's been
Midwest, Southern, Northern.
Okay, but now you're branching all the way this year all the way to Arizona. So that would, in a sense, be the next furthest one, correct?
Yeah. Well, we'll do California first.
And we'll do California. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome.
All right. Anything else you want to add before we jump ship? And we're going to cover you.
He is looking for a house sitter.
Please
for
go
this year,
visit.
Because he's not going to be there.
Go visit We Are Warriors booth.
Yep.
They have so much product. I want to go down there and spend money.
If you're not awesome enough to have been at this show, no, I'm just kidding. Not everybody's here in Kansas City watching this, but ideally, you're interested in We Are Warriors, and you should be. WeAreWarriorsApparel.com, correct?
Yep.
All righty. And we're going to have the links. They're not right now, we're live, but they're going to be in the description later on.
That's right.
So anybody catching this
Anything else you want to add?
Thing.
No, we just love all you guys. Thank you for your support.
We thank you, Jason.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you.
Thanks, buddy.
Alrighty.
Take care.
Okay.
Well, that's awesome.
Extremely.
We're just like back to back to back to back to back.
We got some more. We got some more.
Tim. Come
Who's
on
next?
up here, Tim.
Who's next? Is Tim next? You got it. You still got a few more minutes, right? Okay.
We're here all night, right? You can't go wrong with being here all day.
That's the attitude.
He's got the Chiefs truck. We have to have him in first.
Yeah, we got to give him a little bit of props. But first off and foremost, let's introduce this guy because he's been a sponsor of us. When I say us, I mean Craving Cars Live since day one. He was our first sponsor.
He jumped on board real quick.
Yep. And
we apparently set some kind of impression.
And because of that, he's won I don't know how many awards for his truck. His setup, everything is truly amazing. So, Tim, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
No, you're
Timely
so welcome.
delivery service. I know we didn't mention that right away there, but awesome. Yeah, we do really appreciate everything you do for the show.
Yeah.
You help make this
community.
possible.
Yeah.
And the community and the Chiefs and the
Yeah.
timely
It's the
stuff
love.
and the
It's-
delivery things and the service stuff.
It's just a love. It's just a passion and a love.
Right.
I truly love what you guys do to the community. You bring the car community together and you put it out
Do
there.
our best.
Well-
You don't have to do your best. You guys do a great job. And that's what makes this community. You can go to other communities and you don't see what you get within you guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And, the promotion, that's what it's about, Taking my truck out is just, it's not about awards. When you win it, it's great.
Yep.
But again, at the
Yeah,
end
it
of the
always
day,
makes you feel good.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, seeing a kid take a picture, a smile on their face, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
And they're all taking pictures at your setup because, I mean, you've got Patrick Gahome, you got everything over there.
This turned out to be a Legends truck this year. I used to have the Day
Right.
of the Dead in there because it took us 50 years to win a second one. So this year I decided to make it a Legends truck. I got
There you go.
Patrick, I got Kelsey, I got Gonzalez, and I got Derek Thomas.
There
all
you go.
legends.
And I used to
Yeah.
go around car shows, and one of the questions I'd have people put in the comments of what do you think was the most photographed car? Yours might be up in that.
I think so.
I can't walk by that without somebody or multiple somebodies constantly taking pictures of that thing. And it doesn't hurt the fact that we're in the Super Bowl next week.
Well,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
That
right.
helps.
I think he spun some
That
idea
helps.
here,
It was
right?
actually-
he's
you
like
know,
piggybacking in
My
some
fingers
program.
were crossed for work and for
There you go.
this, but
Yeah, yeah.
But no,
The Chiefs have been an amazing football team these last 6 years.
yeah, go
Just
there. You go,
absolutely
6,
amazing.
Yep.
7 years. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
You take that out of the equation. Come on, man. I was there in the days when they had
They-
nobody
yeah.
upstairs.
When the Broncos were winning.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it was
Which
bad.
was my team, but,
It was bad.
Yeah, he's got to retire that
I
one.
had to do that. I'm like, okay, I got to plug it, but no, we got it. But you know what? Each team's been there, and it's good to see Kansas City being successful. Seriously, on every front.
The community needed it.
Yeah.
The community.
Oh, this town livened up big time.
Absolutely. January and February are dead months in this city. They need this. They need to bring the camaraderie
Yep.
back around.
And then everything that's moving, right? Arrowhead may be moving.
Oh,
the
no,
Royal Stadium.
No, Arrowhead's
Arrowhead's
not moving. It's staying there.
Okay.
Arrowhead's
Well,
staying.
The other one might move.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah,
We'll see.
get them downtown.
We'll see.
I
There
don't
you go.
want them to, but you know what.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
there
what
it is.
That's
There it
what
is.
it
Yeah.
So, Tim, you want to say something about timely delivery service?
Well, I've been doing this for 21 years. It started out as a mom and pop thing by myself, and I've literally grown it to what I have 6, 7 employees that run the city. And if it wouldn't be for my employees, I couldn't do what I do. I mean, they literally step up to the plate, and I say, hey, I need time off to go do something. They step up to the plate.
Nice.
They help make this company.
So when you think timely delivery, so what is the service that you're providing? Are you delivering for?
I deliver for it. Almost all the Chief merchandise is going through me at some point.
Okay.
Either to the stores, to the vendors, to the printers. Everything's going through me.
Okay.
I'll pick up like Yeti cups that customers need, baby bottles, whatever everybody wants. I will grab it and run.
Yeah.
But my motto is people have these custom 1, 2, 3, 4 hour windows to deliver. You know what? Give me the product. We'll get it there.
There you go.
That's my goal.
And he does it on a timely manner.
Exactly. And here's the
Because
crazy
he's
part.
timely.
Everyone takes these holidays off, and you know what? We don't miss holidays.
Right.
We work right through it. I mean,
Wow.
We had the ice storm and snowstorm. By God, we went out late, but we still delivered.
Nice.
You know, I mean, everyone.
You got a good crew, man. You really do.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
You know what? But all that
And from my
reflects
understanding,
back
you really
to the,
take care of them,
yeah.
and that's why they stay with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that reflects back to the ownership, leadership, right? It's that. Because if you have good employees, it's the leadership that keeps them.
Well, and my wife. My wife has been
Yeah.
a backbone behind this whole staple.
And we always say that.
Oh, she's awesome.
And that's our wives.
Our greatest
Same thing.
supporters and
That's
backers are our spouses.
Exactly. If it wouldn't be for her, man, you know
Yeah.
what? I'd be dead already.
Probably so would we, but
telling
yeah.
He'll look like what he used to put inside his truck.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly. I mean, you can just call me stupid on a short note. When stuff that I try,
That's right.
she has to correct me.
And speaking of your wife, she's right there. What is she being shy? What is she being
Up there,
shy?
the yellow shirt.
Yep.
What
We
is
got
she-
you on camera.
We got
There's
you.
no- yeah.
She had to
You're
walk
on it.
by, so-
Oh, that's awesome. But you know what? We agree. We always say it, right? Our spouses, our partners are the ones that make the show what it is, or our company what it is, right?
Exactly.
And you trickle it down to employees, good employees, that makes the biggest deal.
Exactly.
For sure.
You absolutely said it right.
Yeah, I know you wanted to keep it short and simple.
Yes, I do. You know me.
I know. You want to get back to
no,
Travis.
you know what? What always makes me feel good when you guys say, and Tim at Timely, well, I don't know what Tim wants from us. That's the best thing.
He's just there.
It's short and sweet. You know my
That's
motto.
right.
So
Less
He
we
wants
need.
that right there.
I appreciate you guys.
We
Everything
appreciate you,
do.
Tim.
All
Hey,
right.
no, seriously,
Hey.
we appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Alrighty. All right, we actually already have people next. Who's the longest waited person? Oh, we got Steve.
Let me get Steve up
Sorry.
here. Come on, Steve.
We'll get
Come on
Jerry
in
on in
here.
a second.
Yeah, Jared, give me 1 minute. Well, 5 minutes.
Steve, you got to talk fast. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, are you done? Good job.
Okay.
No. How you doing, Steve?
And our next guest afterwards, we'll okay. Well, never mind. We'll talk about that here when they come on. But
I can barely hear you in that one.
No, I got you.
That's just because the volume's down.
I got you.
That's just because the volume's down.
That better?
A
Yeah.
little bit. I hear more music than I hear you.
Well, of course you're going to. Well, because it's a big stadium.
How about now? Can you hear us okay? No? Which number is he? Is he 1?
No, I mean he's
No,
up.
he's 1. Is that getting louder?
That's better.
Is better? You want to switch whatever headphones you want?
You can try this one. See if that one works.
I hear more of the music in the background than I do you. You're really faint.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, it's not going to be isolated.
Well, I know.
All right, is that any better?
That's
Can you
better.
hear-
Yeah, that's
oh,
better.
All
maybe
right,
that's
there you
just
go.
not a very loud headset then.
Oh, now it's too loud.
Now it's too loud.
How about that?
There we go.
You good?
Yeah.
Is that good now?
All
Yeah, we're
right.
good.
All
You
right.
know, technical things we have to do just to get a guest on, because everybody has their own preferences. I'm half deaf.
I'm not.
No, I know. So there you go.
You can't see either,
Well,
can you?
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome. Matter of fact, I'm going to introduce yourself in just a second, but I kind of want to say a little background. I've known Steve for quite a few years now. Matter of fact, probably ever since I've started Craving Cars.
Pretty much.
I think we met pretty much right around that time. And then what I had learned, he's from this man's old stomping grounds. Don't touch my stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
Don't
couldn't
touch my
remember
stuff.
what number
yeah,
it was.
Yeah, you're good. But from O'Fallon, Illinois.
Yes.
In that area right there.
Yes.
That is
And so
me and my
I'm-
wife's stomping ground.
There-
Lebanon, Illinois. My
Yep.
wife's from Mascoutah.
There is a show out there called it's the City Fest.
Yeah, the O'Fallon City Fest. Is
Yep.
it's the Sonny Sturthman Memorial Auto Fest at the O'Fallon City
Right,
Fest.
and then you're going to explain why that is here in just a second, why that is there. But we've gone out there a few times. This is what they do is it's a big festival, right?
Yes.
But there's also a car show in this festival
yes, we're the Saturday afternoon entertainment.
that you're involved with and family before you involved with. And that what brought us even closer together because I went out there and I've got some videos from that show out on Craving Cars, and we'll put some links below of some of it so people can see that. It's a really good show. It's always growing. It's just a good time.
Yeah.
And it's just a nice little city, and the area that they do is awesome. But go ahead, so you go to fully introduce yourself, and then you can talk a little more detail about that. And it's not just you starting a show; it's another group, it's another family of people starting it, and this is the president right here.
Well, one of the presidents.
Yeah, one of
we all label ourselves presidents.
Are there
It's all
multiple
cool.
presidents?
Yeah.
Every member's a president.
Yeah, the five of us that run it, we just call ourselves
There
president.
you
We
go.
got about 6 people that vice president. So
There you go.
We have a decision factor in there. Kind of works.
All right.
So,
And what's
anyway.
that group called?
Well, my name is Steve Sturthman. I'm like one of the presidents of the Party Time Cruisers. We're based out of O'Fallon, Illinois, Belleville, Illinois, and I just happen to live out here in Blue Springs, Missouri, and commute back and forth to help out with everything. So yeah, we've run the Party Time Cruisers, has run the O'Fallon City Fest show for the last, well, it was dead for 4 years. My father actually started it in 1982, and he ran it for 25 years. And then he decided to step away, and the car club he was doing it with didn't want anything to do with it. They just wanted the money. So me and my buddies who did a lot of other car shows, because we had a great instructor, and we had our own group of shows, and we took that one on, and I was the person who, I'm the oldest, so I got the job as
it's
the in charge guy. Well, there were 2 years in there where Dad went on vacation because his company's trip was over the car show, and he's like, "Here, it's on you. You can figure it out." So we all went ahead and did it, and now we've done it together for so long as a group that we just show up and everybody knows their way and nobody says a word. Everybody goes off and does their job. And if I answer a question one way, Rod Euchner or my brother Ty or Bobby Forney will answer the same question the same way, and everybody's like, well, because you're going to get the same answer. We've done this together for so long, there's no changing it. We're not going to make it up as we go, and sometimes we do make it up as we go.
Now, unfortunately, we haven't been out there the last couple of years because it went on. They moved the time of when that show is, and it goes on the same time that I have to be somewhere else, and it's a shame. But I still plan on making it out there and doing something just with the Party Time Cruisers themselves. If I can't make it out to that, we will do something.
We actually now do 3 car shows. We've done 2 the last, I think, 4 years, but now we're up to 3. We added one in, I think it's Columbia, Illinois. I didn't go last. Well, it rained out the weekend we were supposed to have it. We had a rain date and pulled in, and 2 weeks of advertising, we pulled in 150 cars at that show. It was for Hot Rods of Heroes. I forget what the dollar figure we raised for their function and backstoppers. And then we have our car show at the City Fest. Of course, this year, unfortunately, it poured down rain, so we had an awful day. But then we also run the Belleville. City of Belleville has their Oktoberfest, which is usually September 17th.
Which is a big one. That's a pretty big Oktoberfest.
We're now, and the Oktoberfest is huge, and we pulled in last year. I think we had 125 cars show up last year, which is the biggest show that we've run there. And for 10 people to make a car show like that, go set up, in and out, awards, everything, get it done. We've got a lot of terrific sponsors that we work with that will sponsor each of our events. Some of them will do the Auto Fest, and then the others will pick through the others. But we've got about 30 sponsors we work through who help fund the show for us and keep us going, because we just enjoy doing it for everybody. We have a good time, and we have a great auto community there, and
it really is good. Every time I've hung out with him and been out that way, it's been a really good group of guys. And at some point, we're all taking a huge train of cars somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, hey, we got an extra car. I need a driver. I'm like, I've driven a couple of them myself, and it's been great. It really has been. I really hope to make it out there.
And every
soon.
year they ask, when's the Craving car guy coming back? I'm like, he's got other stuff to do, but I got to get. Even the mayor of O'Fallon is like, hey, that video the first year was awesome. I love that. Yeah. We use that for advertising purposes. Now, unfortunately, this year our show, which is August 24th, they're remodeling the city park. They're tearing out the old swimming pool and they're putting in a water park. So they've moved. Yeah, it's going to be cool, but they've moved. They didn't want anything in there. They don't know timeline. So they moved the car show. The whole City Fest is out at the sports park this year. So it's going to be a whole new venue for us to figure out. I mean, I've got 35 years of laying the car show out in my brain. I'm going to look at a whole new place and go, oh, crap, where do I put this? So, but as we went last year, one of the guys who's with us in this first year, he helped us lay out the show field. He works for a company that sells laser lights and surveying equipment. He goes, well, I have a laser that'll straighten these lines out. I'm like, why didn't you bring it? He goes, nobody told me what we were doing. And I was like, okay, so Jay, next year, he goes, next year I got it. We need 4 steaks and 2 lasers and beer. I said, cool, we're set. So we will have it laid out nice and neat, straighter lines than I've ever put down. Because, you get people to stand in line to make a line.
There you go. Super cool.
And I want to kind of go back to the City Fest now. Now, it is now a Sun Memorial event. And it's not going to get too touchy if we talk about that, are we?
That's good.
Okay. I was there as a guy I knew. I mean, he's come out here to World of Wheels before, too. And he's a fantastic guy. Absolutely. I miss him myself. Which, if I miss him, I know damn well you do, too.
Every day.
He's a good dude.
Every day. I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for him.
it was amazing.
I would probably have a lot more money in my bank account, but I wouldn't be having as much fun. So,
I mean, the whole city, I feel like, got together. Basically, guys, a few years ago, is that it passed away. The show is now in his name, in his honor.
That was the city's choice. That wasn't ours.
Right.
We do an award for him that we give away at the show, but the city said, "Here's what we're doing."
Yeah. But the time, if you guys want to get an idea, I did a video because I wanted to show you how much this man meant to so many people. All the people that showed up in the parade that they did, it was absolutely phenomenal. It really was. And now it's like that's one of the more heartbreaking things for me is missing the show is because I went the first year it's been in his name, but from that point on I've missed it, and I feel bad that I've missed it just because of the connection that I have with the show like that. So
I watched that video a lot, and thank you very much for doing it.
It's my pleasure. It's the least I could do.
It's always
Absolutely.
awesome to see how a community comes together, right? And you not only honor the tradition, but members that help that tradition grow, right? It takes that community to stand behind a project, whether it be a car show or whatever.
A friend of our family's is actually the funeral director who put that on, and to watch him spaz out as the day, because that was the age where you couldn't get close to anybody. Everybody had masks on to the point where nobody was wearing masks, and everybody was hanging out by the cars, and the police department was there checking out the cars, and the whole thing. We had 78 cars that showed up, 88 total cars in the procession. It was a 2.5 mile long funeral procession, which was cool. And he still brags about that. And people ask him, how did you do that? He goes, I didn't. He goes, that was his buddies and friends got together in 2 days and got that put together. And everybody can't believe that it was pulled off that well.
Yeah, it was tremendous.
Yeah.
Truly was.
Yeah.
It was. Never could have thought something like that would have happened, from someone.
He always bragged he wanted a car show for his funeral. He actually had papers from the city to block off the streets to have a car show. And unfortunately, it probably worked out better that it happened the way it did.
Right.
I always joked and said, so are you getting this? Do you have a date planned? What are the sponsors? Are we doing trophies? And he'd just look at me and roll his eyes like, okay, whatever. And,
as most are.
Yeah. Well, and I always said, just do me a favor. Do not do this in the wintertime. And one time he goes, I don't care. I'm dead. And Rod looks at him and goes, give us plenty of time because you want your cars there. We'll have them apart, put them back together in the funeral home. And he went, no. It'll be sunny. And it was. And
it really is. Sunny.
That's awesome.
It was the perfect day for it. It was a
awesome.
good time. I mean, and in fact, I watched that video about a week ago.
Well, good. Anything you want to close with? Anything you want people to know? I will be in contact with you because me being from Lebanon, Illinois, my wife being from Mascoutah, we're trying to do an 80s theme kind of car show.
Cool.
And bring in all that community from East St. Louis all the way down. And figure out how that works. So I'll be in touch for sure.
We can figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean, we can. Yeah. We've got enough people back there. We can.
Of course.
Knock out whatever you want to knock out.
There you go.
And if you're in that area, in the old Fallon area, you're in the cars and you just don't know who to hang out with, and you were looking for a family.
Yeah.
There you
Come
go.
hang out with us. Party time cruisers.
Hang out.
Party time cruisers.
You guys get together quite a bit.
We get together.
Not just even a car thing. You get together.
We just get.
It doesn't have to be a car thing, but that's what brought you together originally.
Isn't that what we do?
It was. We were a group of guys.
It's the car thing brings you together. It's
That's
the
right.
families that keep you
Yeah,
together.
we were a group of guys that went to car shows together and realized we were doing it. In fact, one of our David and Gail, two of our members, they found us going to Coin on Facebook and said, is there anybody there that we could cruise down with? Well, yeah, you can ride down with us. We hung out with them, liked them, and of course Bob comes up with some whacked out thing to say. You promised to drink beer, have a good time, love your car, and ride around with us. And they're both diving into this thing like we're serious. And yeah, we'll have a beer. Okay, chug a beer. Okay, cool. You're in the club.
Right.
Wait, we didn't have to do this? No, but it was well worth it. It was fun. And they've come in there. And it's fun to see because like my daughter's involved. She's 26. She started when she was little. My buddy Rod's daughter, she's in college. She's 19 now. She's involved. So to see our kids get involved with
generational.
Cool too.
And your daughter's also involved with the City Fest show and all that stuff. So yep. Once again, it is. It's not just an individual joining something; it's a family joining something. So well, very cool. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, Steve. We appreciate you. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Let us know if you need anything for sure.
I'm going to come hug you later.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Hey, everybody, keep on craving.
Ah, good dog. Good lead.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Good job. You know what? Awesome.
You got it.
Awesome meeting people like that.
It really
right?
is.
Yeah.
It's the stories. And you know what? Turns out I think we have another story.
We do. We're getting ready to get into that.
Yeah.
But falling back on that, I mean, you can see when somebody gets emotional behind, we think just a car thing, but it's more the tie-in to the community, a member that might have passed.
There's a lot more meaning behind that,
Yeah.
and that's one of the reasons I was so glad I was able to be there for it and kind of capture that to kind of show people the meaning behind it. It wasn't just like, yeah, we went there and a lot of people showed up, you know.
Right.
And
right.
you know, it wasn't about that. It was something. It was about a lot more than that.
That's
And,
right. That's right.
Hopefully, I captured it. We now have a much taller person.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out the camera
that you're
angle.
trying to.
I got like
You're gonna have to step back 15 feet, please.
Father-daughter thing going on here. There you go. There you go. Well,
Okay, we've got.
welcome.
His headphones down. Which one is he? 1, 2. He's 1.
I can hear me, and I
Stop
can hear
touching
the
mine.
background.
Yeah. So
you hear a lot of background and not
I got a
Mike.
lot.
but you hear us, right?
Barely.
Ooh, we didn't. Is this not helping, or is it getting louder? It's not getting louder. Who's one? Is this one getting louder for you?
It's already loud.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is that better? I'm not sure which
no.
one they got.
Now the background is quieter, but I'm hearing.
I wonder if it's just something wrong with that headphone. Don't touch 2. Don't touch 2. Or 4. This is the headphones. That's live, everybody. How are you today? Everything runs so smooth when it's live. That's why people record everything
Right.
and edit later. Is it the cord? I bet it's the cord. Testing, testing. Any better? Did you
Can
get
you
it,
hear
sir?
us?
It's a little better now. Can you hear us at all? Are we good?
No. It's like no.
I guess you'll just have to hear us organically without the headphones.
There you
I'm
go. All
guessing.
right, we'll try it that way. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, all right. All right, so here's your shot. This is your camera. So you're good there.
As long as
Corey,
you
go
don't,
ahead and
as long
introduce.
as you don't go no further that way, you're good.
Yeah. Or
If you
grow.
move, then move this way or this way.
Yeah, or grew. All
Or
right.
grew.
There you go.
That's okay.
All right, go ahead and introduce.
Maybe she's not done growing yet. I don't know. We got our next guest here, and this is kind of cool because we talked about kids earlier.
Yep.
And we talked about how
Generational.
it's to get the what do we do when this generation,
Yeah.
is getting old and can't do the car stuff anymore or whatever. I mean, someone else has to take over the car scene, just like we did from who had it from before. And this is kind of a prime example, I think, of this right here. Go ahead and introduce yourself. I will say, Jerry, when you talk, you might need to bend closer to the microphone just a little bit. But
all right.
Other than that, I can hear you. Okay.
The
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Jerry Chrysler.
I'm Ray.
This is my kiddo, and they've always been kind of interested in cars. When we go to car shows, this was always my car show buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Aw. From what age? What age?
I don't remember.
So
you
young?
car show.
So
You just
young.
remember being around cars all the time.
That's right. You were just being pushed around in a cart.
That's so cool.
There you go.
Probably
Yeah.
from around 6, 7 years old. Always had him with me, and doing the shows. Like some of the aspects, the other Ray really likes all of the people that you meet.
Yep.
Because that's what's great about cars. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a Mopar guy, but I like all cars.
That's the same way. We have our favorites, but at the same time, we're here enjoying everything.
There you go.
Correct. And the love got passed on the love for this one in cars got passed on loving VWs. So for their 17th birthday.
And we're both VW
we like
fans.
it.
We really are.
I own one as well. So.
Yep.
Not as something as cool as she has, but I do own a Volkswagen.
Right. So for Ray's 17th birthday, Mama and I surprised him with a 64 Beetle that is painted like a ladybug.
I've always loved myself some old cars. So.
You know what?
Nice.
So yours is the red with the ladybug look, right? What's funny is I was shooting video and I came up behind it, and it looked like from the back, like it was a dual window in the back, the way the dots were laid out. I was like, wait a minute, is that a split window? Then I walked up and like, oh, okay.
Wish I had split window money.
Right, there you go. Yeah. Well, we'll just put a sticker on it. Looks the same.
But, so, that's always what made me happy, is that Ray just kind of fell into the footsteps. Actually has a genuine interest in the cars and the people that are into the cars.
It makes me so happy when I see all the kids go by it. I let some of the kids go into the car and take pictures, and they just love the fact that it's a
So what got you into not only the car scene? I get the history, right? The hanging out with Dad is a big thing, right? But what drew you to Volkswagen? And
well, I've always loved, especially really big Volkswagens, like that one over there.
Oh yeah.
Big buses.
Pulse.
But I've also always liked small cars. So I was like, it's a Volkswagen, but really tiny, and it's a cool design.
Yeah.
So
I've always actually liked small cars. Unfortunately, my height doesn't always agree with small cars. Jerry, you've got it worse than I do.
Yes.
Which is why your car's probably not
the
small.
whole system.
But that was one thing that was great design about the Bugs. I fit in it just fine.
Yeah.
Now the feet are a little tight, with big feet down there in the little area. But other than that, that was the ingeniousness about the Volkswagen that really created the whole VW society. Be the best way. I mean, you can't call it a cult following because it is a movement. And back in the day when Porsche did everything to design it for the people, and it included even the tall people, because I can fit in there.
Yeah.
Now I don't sit in the back. That one's a little cramped. But but even with somebody like myself who does like the big cars, I have a 60 Imperial. Don't get much bigger than that at 22 feet long.
The cool thing, let's say Ray wants to ride with you, but still take the car, the Beetle. You just put the Beetle in the trunk.
Right.
I know.
That's right, yeah. You stuck it.
His trunk is my favorite.
You can get the ramps up, or you both just grab one side of the car and go, there we go.
So what'd you do to the Bug from when you bought it, right? What did it look like when you first bought it, and what have you done today?
Nothing. We bought it.
That's a good answer.
Bought it that way.
It's a turnkey.
It was.
We like turnkeys.
It was a long search, but Ray's birthday was only a month and a half ago when we gave it to him. So there hasn't been a lot. There's plans to do things.
Yeah, and what are those plans? What do you want to see done?
It sounds bad when I say I want to give my car a tramp stamp, because in the back.
No, we get it. Yeah, we get it. We get it.
Little
Yeah.
Right.
In the back where the motor is, there's a little divot that comes out, and that's where I want to put like a little ladybug with some pinstripes on it.
So you really love this one over here with all the pinstripe and all that.
And we know guys that do the pinstripe. We know the guy that does that pinstripe.
We know
Paul is very talented, and we're gonna walk around with him. He does amazing work. And
pinstripers and Volkswagens just go together.
Yeah, not just putting a tape on. Right.
Dad has some ideas that maybe do a dual carb setup and take the little 1200cc.
Make it a 16, 18.
He's gonna what? They're gonna put a flat 6 in the back of that thing.
Next time she gets in it, they're gonna be like, "What's the turbo back here for?"
right. You know,
you're like, I'm just fitting it, just see what it looks like.
Right.
Well, that's like when me and Corey met each other. I had, I think in Kansas City, one of the first pro-charged SRT Challengers here when we met when I was still with KC Mopars at the first street car takeover, I think it was, out there in Blue Springs.
It might have been. That was Blue Springs, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, was that 2013, 2014? I mean, that was back in the day.
It was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember even when I started Craving cars. I always just tell people, I don't know, 5 years ago. It's probably been like 7 years, 8 years ago. But,
and
so
I don't know.
It goes by quick.
I don't know.
It does go by quick.
What year is it again?
I've always been into high horsepower, and
yes.
So when I look at anything, you know, Dad's ideas, and
we can bump it up a little. Yeah,
I'm okay with bumping it up, but he said we need to take off the bumpers, and I told him no.
Yeah.
I like the bumpers.
Yeah, you're not doing the rally thing, right? You're not stripping it down to be a Baja, right? You want to keep it. There you go. Yeah,
I like
that's
the
awesome.
bumpers. I want to put a little shelf on top.
Yeah.
Now I've always kind of from some point around like elementary school time, whatever that age is, I've kind of had a thing for them because my mom had a 70s Beetle. Yellow. Super Beetle. Whatever years those were. I don't even know exactly what years.
71 through 79.
Okay, I want to say hers was probably more of the later 71. And I just remember that we went everywhere. So we were living in the Kansas City area, but we're from northern Iowa originally, and we would go back in the summer quite a few times to go back to see family. And I remember curling up. And I stopped growing at 13. So I've been 6'2" since I was 13 years old. So even then, I was pretty tall for my age, but yet here I am curled up somehow in the back of a 70s Beetle going to sleep on, for part of the trip on the way up there. I don't know how I did it, but it was always good. And then I remember one day, eventually, I just heard a whoop. Like, what does that mean? Well, the floor fell out on the driver's side. So there was just, it wasn't going to float no more if we went into the water. Let's put it that way.
There you go.
But I guess that's kind of notorious. They would kind of rust from that part.
And that was one of the other things with the search for finding something that have a little bit of work, so that way we can do some work together. But that was still a decent vehicle.
Yeah.
And like this one, it had been restored, I'm guessing probably like 20 years ago. And it was done proper. And the paint job's a 20-footer, but it still looks good.
Don't worry, the camera hides a lot. It's okay.
That's right. I like 20.
Look like a 5
good at 20 feet away.
Don't we all? It's the close-ups.
There you go.
But it's enough that allows us to be able to do our stuff. Allows Ray to put their stamp on what they want in it. No matter what I may want.
Yep.
It's Ray's vehicle.
Yep.
I have my own to do that too. But then also...
So not too much interfering from the dad's side, right?
No, there really won't be. I understand.
He's like,
you put him in a headlock.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm strong enough for that.
I don't know.
I can't even jump up that high.
But
I think you're overestimating that there.
That's what they make fences
for. But I want them to be able to have their style.
For sure.
And you have to. You got to give them rein.
Correct.
You do.
You do.
I mean, even with my kids today, it's like you'd like to direct them, but it's more around our own opinions versus what their opinions are.
Well, we already know Ray's got good style.
Yeah.
We saw the car.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We saw the car.
That's right. You have good first choice, but let her do her thing. I agree with that. I mean, I think that's where the personality comes in.
That's the fun part about it, too, is to see where their imagination takes them in doing it, because that's what all of this is about.
That's right.
Is our own imagination and letting us. That's why we have so many cars, because everybody has so many different tastes and like.
Yep.
And coming to like World of Wheels every year, all of a sudden it's wow! I
Right.
really cool.
Right.
There's something at least about the car. We're like, I didn't think about doing that
Right.
part.
Yep.
Right.
I mean,
And we
maybe
do that all the
car's
time.
not your cup of tea. That
Yep.
doesn't mean it's not brilliant in
that
its
it doesn't
in its
have
own
a
way.
design
Yep.
That's right.
that you love.
Yep.
Yep. Where you might go, I might steal this. Everybody, I'm going to steal this idea. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I'm taking that out.
yeah, that's mine.
It'll work. Well, hey, we appreciate it. Thanks so
Absolutely.
much. Good
Thanks for
luck
coming
this
on.
weekend. Hopefully you win some award. Be
Hopefully.
great.
Wonderful choice.
Thanks so much. Appreciate
Jerry,
it.
it's always a pleasure.
Oh, yes.
But thank you so much for being on.
Thank
got
you.
it.
Thanks for
All
having
right,
us.
guys. Thanks
No
so
problem.
much. All right.
I
Well,
think
you know
it's like it's time to kind of close this out for the day.
I think so. And we're gonna do maybe some 1 or 2 behind the scenes recordings.
We've
right?
got
So,
we've got plenty of other things. Not time to have everybody on the show.
That's right.
That
Yeah, it's
that
been
was going to
back
be
to
on
back.
the
Yeah.
show. Those things. Just make sure you're subscribed to the channel.
Yep.
On YouTube, if you're not watching, I mean, I guess you would be watching this on YouTube. Subscribe from this platform. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram too. We got a lot of things
and
that's
then
going to get
tonight
posted. from
we
there, too.
have a personal walk around with the Batman mobiles.
That's right.
Right. We have the Evil Knievel that we have behind the
Right,
scenes.
right. That's
RICHLINE's going to give us behind the scenes with some of
This
their
is-
SEMA builds that you just can't get into.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
That's
So-
why you need to be subscribed and following us,
That's
so
right.
you don't miss this other stuff.
Yeah.
Can only
Yeah.
fit so much in this
a
live
live
broadcast
show.
and
Yeah.
in studio format here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's been fun. I like
It's been awesome.
Once again, thanks to our sponsors. We are Warriors,
RICHLINE.
Timely Delivery Service,
Yep.
and Uncorked Wine and Spirits. Appreciate you all for helping to make this thing possible.
We do.
And it's been fantastic.
Yep.
Anything else you got?
I don't.
Well, in that case,
Let's
I'm
go
Corey
back
Pratt.
to recording. And I'm Chris Ruck.
To all your cravers out there,
Keep craving, y'all. I don't know why I keep adding the y'all.
don't do the
Okay, yeah,
y'all.
let's do it again.
Can we not do the y'all?
Okay, let's do another
We gotta
one.
do it all over. Well, we
Yeah,
gotta edit
go
the
ahead.
other one out.
Go ahead. It was a great show.
It was a great show. Thank you for everybody for watching once again. I'm Corey Pratt,
I'm Chris Ruck.
and to remember all you cravers out there,
Keep craving.